Hi guys, and welcome back to the Fentech HTML class. So this is actually our last video on HTML, as we want to be moving over to another course. Although if you want to go further into HTML, you can just do well by dropping a comment on this video, and we'll add you to the exclusive training, which is totally free. The benefit of the exclusive training is you get to work on real life projects, and you get to have live interaction, like a one-on-one interaction with the facilitator. So that being said, let's move over to the next, our last topic actually for today. So what we're going to be treating today is computer code. So HTML contains several elements for defining user input and computer code. For example, first, let me do well by clearing this. Is way too much. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is way too much. So yeah. So let's have some space. Okay. Think I might as well just remove this. Okay, so for today I said we're going to be looking at HTML code, and like I said HTML contains several elements for defining user input and computer code. So first of all, what we start by is code here, then enter. Now inside our code we want to have x equals to 5 semicolon and y equals to 6 semicolon, then we'll have z equals x plus y yeah, then we close it. So with this we can actually like save and then view it. Okay, so sorry for that short break. So this being done, okay, let's not forget to add a semicolon here. Then we can just save, Ctrl S. Then let's view it on our live page. So as you can see, it's, if you notice, the code element does not preserve extra white space and line breaks. That it just comes in one line. I want it to come like one, like horizontally. Yeah. So to fix that, what we do is we add a pre-element on top of the code. So we just add a pre-element. Okay, so just to copy and paste it after the Ctrl V, then remove this. Okay, so we're good to go. So let's save, Ctrl S, and let's view. Okay, so as you can see, it came out the exact way we wanted it. So that's all for computer code. Yeah, that's basically all for computer code. You can use it to show any mathematical equations you want to show in your website. So lastly, let's look at the HTML style guide. These like tips you need to know about HTML. I'm going to be giving out 10 of them, so listen very attentively. So a consistent, clean and tidy HTML code makes it easier for others to read and understand your code. So the first tip is always declare your document type, like what we have over here. This doc type HTML, always declare it. It has to be on the first line of your document. Then second, always use lowercase element names. Now HTML allows mixing of uppercase and lowercase letters in your element name. But however, Fentech will recommend you use lowercase because mixing uppercase and lowercase is kind of stressful. Navigating on your cap locks, turning it off to use capital and small letters. Yeah. Then developers normally use lowercase names, and lowercase looks cleaner. Yeah, and it's easier to write. 3, always remember to close all your elements. That's like this. Always remember to close your elements, except for the image element that doesn't have a closing tag. Not all tags are to be closed, but the ones that should be closed, always remember to close them. Then the fourth one, always quote attribute values. Now HTML allows attribute values without quotes. However, Fentech will recommend quoting attribute values. Sorry, because quoted values are easier to read, and also note you must use quotes if the value contains spaces. Now the fifth one, HTML allows spaces around equal signs, but spaceless is easier to read and group entities better together. The sixth one is when using an HTML editor, it is not usually convenient to scroll right and left to read the HTML code. Try to avoid the use of long code lines. For example, if you finish coding what you needed for a website, and then let's say a semicolon or a comma or a full stop couldn't make your code to run, and you need to go through the code line by line. Now navigating through left and right is usually very stressful, so try as much as possible to make your code not to be that long, so that whenever you're looking for a mistake you've done, it won't like give you that much stress. Yeah. The seventh one is do not add blank lines, spaces, or indentations without a reason. Now, you can only do this for readability, that is, you can add blank lines to separate large or logical code blocks. Now, the eighth one is never skip the title element. The title element is required in HTML. Take note of that, as it will define a title in the browser toolbar. It will display a title for the page in search engine results. For example, you want to create a website on how to grow hair. You need to write the title how to grow hair, so that if someone goes to Google to search for it and say how to grow your hair naturally, from the search engine will be able to read your own title and bring among the list of websites that should be reviewed. Yeah. The ninth one is you should always add the lang attribute inside the HTML tag to declare the language of the website, like what we did over here. HTML lang ENUS. That's by using US English. Yeah. You could actually change it to UK, that if you want to use British or the rest. But this helps search engines to know the language of your website. And lastly, let's talk about the file extension. Now HTML files should have a .html extension. .htm can also be allowed in some cases, but always make sure to use .html, and css file should have a .css extension. So that will be all for the Fentech HTML training. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a wonderful journey so far. Thanks to the people that watched the videos, thanks to people that commented, thanks to people that have been entering my DM and asking questions. Also, if you have questions about anything that has been taught or not taught, either you drop it on our community platform or you drop it on the comment section, and we will reply you as soon as possible. So I hope you guys will kickstart a career or a future in HTML, and I hope to see great website developers coming out from Fentech. Yeah, so the next course training we're going to be looking at is going to be JavaScript, and you're going to be having a new facilitator. I'm sure you guys are excited. Yeah, so JavaScript is kind of like an advanced of HTML. It makes your website to be more modified and dynamic. Okay, so tune into our courses and learn. Bye.